Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another housing video. Now, usually I'm pretty good at keeping up with all of the additions in every patch. There is one thing that's kind of the elephant in the room that I've completely missed off, and it was intentional because I was just not able to get it from my retainers, the neon wall lights. So the neon wall lights are actually, if you don't know, level 100 field exploration 31. That's what that is. That's how you get those. It is an incredibly long timer for that venture, and essentially not all of my retainers are level 100. I've been slacking a little bit. It is also the fact that because it takes so long, so few people seem to be doing it, and as a result of that, there are a lot less of them around, and the market board reflects that with prices millions and millions of gil just for one of these lights. Now, the lights themselves are fantastic, as you'll see in just a second, but they are quite small. So yeah, it's taken me a while to get to this. I do apologize, but for the purpose of this video, we've got 4 of them to show you in what they look like in the house and all of their features. So this is the vertical and horizontal neon wall light. As you can see, like I say, from level 100, field exploration 31, so that's a 670 item level, 1080 minutes level 100 venture, and it's a very low drop chance from those. These are fantastic. These have to be some of my favorite forms of light source in the game. They obviously come in this natural pink color, and they remind me instantly of True View, which is the area in Solution 9 where you walk down, you see all those skyscrapers, the bars lined with all of those neon lights, the neon lights on every staircase. It looks fantastic, and ideally in the future I would love to see more pieces of furniture recycled from a lot of those assets and put into the player's hands. The thing that makes them the most expensive item relatively for how small they are, for the most expensive light in the game, let's say, is because they're actually dyeable. So you don't have to stick with this pink coloration. You can actually change the furnishing color to any color you want that's on the spectrum apart from metallic dyes. As usual, housing restrictions apply. Hopefully in the future we get metallic colors for housing dye. That would be cool. But they are just radiant, absolutely radiant. I think that's the correct way of describing these. And just as a little demonstration, we've got some, red, blue and green there. I especially like the turquoise. I think it kind of gives that sort of Hatsune Miku sort of vibe. So no matter what your occasion, whatever your venue, whatever room you're trying to create, there are much lower lights, sort of like lower on the color spectrum. The less brighter lights create less light, and the brighter lights such as like the strong dragoon blue, turquoise blue, ruby red, that sort of stuff, they will pop. They will create massive amounts of color in your area. I think they're fantastic. Some of the best items in the game for changing the color of a space, and I am very sad that I wasn't able to get these before now. They were just too expensive. It's very hard to warrant even 300k on these, honestly, especially considering how small they are. So with that being said, I really hope in the future we can get something that's adorned with these baked into another item. There's lots of things in Solution 9, like the staircases, like I mentioned earlier. It would be nice to have some loft stairs like we already have in the game, but make them metallic and then have the lights built into them. That would be a really nice addition. The more items that are baked together in housing, the less housing slots they take up. And obviously, if you're having to put these small lights everywhere, that's a slot per item. We're very limited on housing placement slots. And that's kind of like, that's the king when it comes to designing a space. Can you afford to actually flesh an area out with all of these beautiful lights with the housing slot availability? So hopefully that increases as well. We're still waiting on updates for that. Hopefully in the in this expansion, in one of the patches, we get something that expands the plot size allowment. But yeah, they're really cool, really nice items. I would highly recommend them, and you're probably already seeing them in some people's clubs, venues, creations of their own. I personally plan to utilize these to highlight some staircases. I want to see if I can put these on partitions, because obviously most walls inside houses, you can't get them low enough on the wall to be in line with the side skirts. However, you can place them on partitions. So if we put them right at the bottom of a partition, we could then put them at that height and then just put another partition or furniture to cover the rest of that partition. So yeah, it's doable and it looks good. It's just, yeah, it's got its limitations like anything, but hopefully we get some big versions of this in the future, like long strip lights or something. Or maybe even just a partition full of these. That would be really cool. Anyway, let me know what you've done with these if you know about them. And happy housing. More videos on the way from a variety of different places. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.